Hey, my name is BK, and I don't want to be here. That's why I'm sleeping. But that's not the point. What I'm trying to say is, I have a dream. A dream to tell stories, and to inspire those who have even bigger dreams. You know, I've always asked myself what I wanted to do after school, and that thought, it just scared me. Little did I know, that was my dream. It's been waiting for me this whole time. All I had to do was grab it with both my hands. And I did exactly that. And brought to life the After School Podcast. Yo, my beautiful people, it's 𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐻 futuristic 𝐾𝐍𝐻, or you can just call me BK. Welcome back to another beautiful episode of After School Podcast, where we have iconic chat with the legendary, the big bosses, the Grootmas, the OGs of the industries, and we just find out on how they made it to where they are, their success story, and where they're from, okay? This particular conversations are for the go-getters, the dream changers, the game shapers, you know what I mean? And let's not forget, the one and only No Pain, No Gain squad. This is for all the people who have a dream out there, all the young people, where we have a conversation with the iconic legends, and we use that to inspire you. Yes, you, the person who's watching over there. This is a time for you to just sit down and admire all the beautiful things that comes with chasing your dream and remembering that your dream is very much valid. Okay, let's do it. Today we have one of the biggest thespians out there. He's been doing it since for a while now, and he's built his career, and he's built it from all the way from high school. He has studied at Alexandra Secondary School, right? And he took dramatic, yes, it's saying cool. He took dramatic arts as a subject in high school, not knowing that one day it could bring him to his success story of being a well-known actor. He's been in well-known soapies like Muvhango, and now he is also known for one of his biggest roles on '𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐻. Okay, we are here with Senzo. What's up? My good sir, how you doing?
I'm good.
Easy. Today I came with my one and only uncle. I'm Risto Pavisto. You know what it is? We're in the streets giving people fresh cut like it's no other. First of all, my good sir, let me just start you off by saying thank you so much for all the beautiful things that you've done as a thespian. We love your work, my brother. All the characters, all the different types of roles you play. I think you've inspired a lot of thespians, including myself, in a way that a lot of young people look back and be like, hey, could I be there on TV one day? You know what I mean? And especially as a guy from a school like Alexandra Secondary School, people take it lightly, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to know, let us start from the beginning, okay? Let's start from the beginning of the journey. Let's start from the very, very, very start of Mr. Senzo Khatebe. Can you please tell us where are you from and where you grew up?
Okay, so originally I'm from Beckville, KZN. I grew up in Alexander Township. Went to 𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐻, that's high school. Yeah, man, I'm a gassy boy.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? I'm a gassy boy. But I don't know, my career exposed me to a whole different ways of life, if I can put it that way. And I'm here today because I wanted to see life outside of Alex.
Oh, that's
you know what I mean? Okay, I chose dramatic arts not because it was a subject in high school, because I saw James on TV and I'm like, yo, I want to be there, man. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, this is the way. Let me take this way.
Oh man, that's beautiful. So from at which point of your career did you just think, okay, let me start taking action in this dream that I'm seeing the people on TV? When did you feel like, okay, I think this is the point where let me start doing something about it?
So we all have to know our strengths and weaknesses, right? And for me, I was really excelling at language and arts, right? So I did dramatic arts, design, visual arts.
Oh, dope.
And I was excelling at those. Excelling at those. And I was like, actually, this is my path. You know what I mean? Grade 10, I was like, this is my path. This is what I want to do. Since I'm so good at this, why not just focus on this? And then here I am.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Okay, so you went from taking dramatic arts as a subject, and then you went on to later on do TV and stuff like that. So how can you just take me through on?
So I was fortunate enough that in grade 12, auditions for Muvhango were televised.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So I was like, let me go to this. You're right, whatever. Grade 12. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. You know what I mean? But let me just try it out. And then then I asked one of my cousins. We went to this audition, got there, and they were like, "Yo, bro, we love the talent. We are definitely getting called back." Then although I went through 7-8 callbacks, I was supposed to be 𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐻 and Cindy Latch's light skin. I don't remember who was the dad, but it was just a house full of light-skinned people, and I was like, I was gonna be like the dark person.
Yeah.
Like, and they were like, listen, we created another character for you. You know what I mean? We went through 8 callbacks and we saw the talent and we really want you on the show, and that's how I jumped on.
Oh wow, man, that's beautiful. Actually, I wanted to ask, as a person who has such a Zulu name and surname, how was it walking into like Muvango? Because they Dindando, people are speaking Venda. It's like, did you ever get like interrogated by the energy of a different?
I just had to make sure I wait for this guy to finish his lines so I could just sing my lines. Honestly, hey man, I don't know how we got away with that, but hey, we did. It happened. I mean, you just had to wait for the other actor to finish his lines and then you go, you know? I mean, the only thing that we couldn't do is improvise.
Oh, because improvisation has to take place when you know what the other person is saying. True, you know what I mean? So, hey bro, you just check the script and you're like, "Alright man, I'm gonna follow what they said here," and that's it. So I think jumping on a show where you understand the language gives you more freedom to improvise and to actually act. On Mubanga Dog, we followed the script.
No, but I feel like you had very much talent, because even when you had to go full on with the script, a lot of people did see the beautifulness of the authentic energy that you guys gave. I think that was the big beauty of it.
Yeah, I guess that had kicked in.
Yeah, heavy. Moving to the story after Muvango and everything, do you take any other auditions when there was a break for your character?
Not really.
Okay.
So when I was shooting Mubango, I was studying sports science.
Oh.
Right. So when I was not shooting, I was in school. And then when I finished, Cindy Latu left Mubango and went to the river. And there was just a serious shuffle that happened there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm there waiting for a contract. It didn't came, you know? It really didn't come. So I was like, it is what it is. That chilled. And I was done with school. So I chilled a little bit and then I got Abu Mama Bimtandas, right? A year or two after that.
I think a young superstar who was on Mama Bamtandas was Karabo Mahunga, right? I actually work with her now. I just wanted to know, how was it working with a young actor?
My bro, listen, when you're young, you just have so much energy. You just want to learn. You're just curious. You just, you know, the energy. I love working with young people because of the energy, right? Even on the city right now, that's a lot of young people. You know, it keeps the creativity alive, and that's what she brought. Here's what she brought. I'm saying, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. I want to track back to how you said that you were going to be part of a light-skinned family and be the odd one out. I just wanted to say, did you ever experience being the odd one out in your own family? Because I know sometimes as an artist, you're the first, and having to tell your family members that this is the dream that I want to take. This is what I want to do. And the first thing they think is, I'm a benefit. It's like, yeah, you know. And a lot of households, that's the thing. You have benefits of this if you go into corporate or a doctor or what. So my question is, how was it telling your family that, okay guys, this is the dream that I want to do, this is what I want to accomplish?
Bro, my path was laid out from the age of 7.
Damn. When other kids were playing soccer outside, I was watching movies. I was watching movies with my mom. You know what I mean? When I told them like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do, it's like, yeah. You know, I know this is exactly what you want to do. Then she started taking me classes. There's a community center in Alex called 𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐻.
Yeah, she took me there. I joined a drama crew. You know,
Mom has been my anchor from the get-go. You know, she supported me. She was my support structure. Dad didn't really understand it, but just like, yo, do you like it? You like it. So yeah, none of my family didn't have a problem. I didn't have a problem.
Oh man, that's beautiful. They could see it.
Yeah, they could see it.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a beautiful story. I want to go back to how you said you studied sports science, right? I think everybody knows you for, you know, the buff, you know, the physique. You got it, man. I just wanted to know, for people out there who are trying to find a double life in terms of studying and working, how did you find a way to pass through that mentally, emotionally, in all ways? Because I know it can take a lot out of you studying and then having to knock off and then go back to work, lines, you know. How did you find a way to schedule around dabbling with both?
Because bro, I knew that with acting, especially entertainment industry in South Africa, that's not sustainable. You know, 1, there's a lot of us. 2, you gotta have something to fall back on. That was my motivation. I'm like, yo, if this doesn't work out, I need to have papers. You know what I mean? I need to be able to fall back on something. And that was my motivation behind it all, dog. You know, I didn't struggle because I had my motivation or I had my reasons, you know. So sometimes people can't juggle two things at once because they don't have motivation or reason enough to really push. So my reasons were solid and like, yo, if this fails,
I have something to fall back on. Oh man, that's amazing. I think it's also to do with like strategy, knowing I could do this and this.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, look at no disrespect to how serious stuff. Check out most of the actors that have been doing this thing for a long, right?
they don't really have something to fall back on. Hence, sometimes you still find them with audition. You know, person has been in the industry for this long, he's still auditioning. There's nothing else, bro. Yeah, there's nothing else. So I don't want to be 50 and still auditioning.
Oh, that's true. Oh man, that's amazing. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Okay, let us carry on with the story of Senzo 𝐒𝐿𝐻. After Muvango and you just got your certificates, you studied sports science, everything's looking cheese, you're cool, and you got Abumama Bumtandazo. Then let us push to that comes to an end. What was your next gig after that?
Here's the thing, when Mubango happened and I was written out of the story, mind you, I'm fresh out of high school, you know, I shoot this thing and end of the month, 25,000. Right. This was 2013, 2014.
Oh, you matriculated in 2012.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 2013, 2014, first paycheck is around 25K. And then the next one was a bit less, and the next one was more, you know. When you start balling, that, yeah, but you're young.
Yeah, well,
Young.
You have no responsibility.
Nobody's taught you anything about money.
Yeah.
And the first paycheck is nice.
Yes.
You know. And then out of the blue, it all stops. You gotta go back home. You don't have money to rent. You gotta go back home. So when I was home, my uncle was like, listen, your next gig, we're getting into property. You know what I mean? You wanna be building rooms. You wanna be doing something with that money. But like, sure, let's do it. I bought my mom 10 as a cup. That 1.5 came in. I'm like, shish, I like this. You know, I'm gonna keep doing this. And then we got more property. So now, right after Abu Mama Bumtandazo, nothing comes for like 2 months. Then 𝐒𝐄𝐍𝐻 comes. 𝐒𝐿𝐻 is a telenovela, right? This is around 2019 now, before COVID. So we shoot 3 months and then COVID hits.
Quiet season.
Everything stops. But now 𝐒𝐿𝐻 is under BET. Damn, BET is not South African.
Yeah.
Right? The thingy. It's under Viacom. So they're like, listen, we still want to pay you guys the same amount. Don't worry about it. You know, let's see what happens. Now remember, I'm doing property now. I'm not shooting. There's money coming in. What am I doing? More property.
Oh, smart was it? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, smart was it? Yeah.
And then we start doing that. We start getting into shops. I'm buying shops. You know?
Yeah.
Right after that, it goes quiet again. Still nice. And then what happened after 𝐒𝐿𝐻?
Went to
Entangled.
Yeah.
Entangled. But now first they hit me up. They're like, yo, this is a gay role. And I'm like, dude, me coming from Alex, mind you, where I'm from in Alex, it's 𝐶𝐿𝐻. I'm a Zulu, and my dad brags in Guanayaku. Yo, TV. So now how do I go and tell my dad? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna play a gay role.
And that time he's a Zulu man.
Young son, I don't think I'm gonna do it. But I'm like, but what does that say to me as a creator? You know, if now I'm telling roles down because I'm not gay, bro. You know what I mean? I just have to do my research. Then I'll show you his character, I'll show his questions, be curious, do all of that stuff. And I did that and I enjoyed it. And I'm like, yo, you know, if you're an actor, you gotta get into different shoots. You know, some of them are gonna be comfortable, some of them are gonna fit.
Yeah.
Some of them are gonna be there. And did it. It was beautiful. From there, 𝐿𝐻, ne?
So 𝐒𝐿𝐻.
𝐒𝐿𝐻. Right after 𝐒𝐿𝐻, 𝐂𝐿𝐻. Right after 𝐂𝐿𝐻.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So that's my journey. It's pretty much my journey.
Yeah. So out of everything and different shoes that you've worn, which one would you say was your favorite? Yeah. One of your favorite characters to play.
Definitely 𝐒𝐿𝐻. Senzo corner really challenge. Oh, Senzo could challenge. 𝐂𝐿𝐻 was dope too. And then 𝐒𝐶. So I'd say 𝐒𝐿𝐻, 𝐒𝐶, then 𝐂𝐿𝐻.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. No, but definitely 𝐶 as well. 𝐶 is right there.
Yeah.
𝐶 made me.
Yes,
𝐶 made me. Yeah. So what's 𝐒𝐿𝐻? 𝐒𝐶.
Oh, her character right now.
𝐂𝐿𝐻.
Okay, moving into the whole concept of auditions, right? Can you just explain to the people what walking into an audition room is like, and what's your mental state as soon as you walk in there? Because right now there's you and another guy, and you're looking at the whole room, and you guys are all chasing after one thing, and you're not sure if your time wasted here, it's either going to be a win or a lose. But what is Senzo 𝐒𝐻's instant thoughts when you walk into an audition room?
I gotta get it. I gotta get this role.
Yeah.
I have to get this role. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. I gotta get this role if I'm excited about it as well. You know, I mean, we're at a time now where we are are, I don't know, we have the liberty to choose. Do I want this role or not? Does it serve my purpose in the industry? You know, is it something that I want to be proud of? You know, but my audition where you just want to prove a point that I still got it, you know? So I mean, I'm very competitive. You can give me a script right now and I'm going to tell myself, you know, shot it in. Sure. Two things. So these are for all the young actors who want at the industry. Two things. Either get the job or be remembered. Oof, that's just me. You know, they got to remember your performance or get the job. That's just me. When I watch this thing, I don't care. Nah, I really don't care. Remember my performance or give me the job.
Damn, that's amazing. Nah, that's the word of the day. Remember the performance? Oh, give me the role. Give me the role. Give me the job. Nah, that's beautiful. I think it's really beautiful how you have this competitiveness to you, because I feel like it really makes you stand out.
Sure.
I think a lot of people would take lightly of people who come in look confused and a bit, you know, shaken. But if you come in into the room with a lot of confidence, I think you're really setting the mood already for everyone around you.
I'm from the hood.
It's that.
You know the struggle. I mean, we know the struggle. If you go to the hood right now, check drama groups, you will see talent, bro.
Nah.
You will see talent, and best believe we turn out probably 10 of those kids will be the next superstars.
Damn. That's beautiful.
So Mozongena in an audition room, there are kids in the hood who watch this thing more than you. You know what I mean? So how bad do you want it?
Damn.
How bad do you really, really want it? Because the industry, it's just a lot of us. There's a lot of talented kids.
True.
You know, so you really have to stand up.
Yeah. Okay. Moving into this mentality of standing out, I feel like it also kind of hybrids from a hustler type of energy and vibe. What I noticed is you also have that in the sense of a business-minded person.
Yes.
Like you said, you're into property. Yes. How would you advise actors out there who they have coin coming in, but they just don't know how to regenerate that to make something more, or to build more wealth and more money for quiet seasons, for those cold seasons when work is not moving, but you know that, okay, I'm into property, I'm into e-hailing, I'm into this or that or that. How did you kind of find a way to budget? Because at the same time, I'm so sorry to interject, at the same time, you're trying to juggle the lifestyle that you're trying to put out there and also the expectations, as well as providing for yourself and the people around you.
Sure. Yeah. Before I got the cars that I have right now, drive a Polo, while my mates were out here beamering, Mercedesing, sure, Benzing hard, right? But one, don't fall for the trap. The people who expect you to live a lavish lifestyle, are they living that life? No, they're not, and they are still able to live. So I know where nah, don't fall for the trap. Two, when you don't know what to do with your money, there's a 30-day saving on FM. I don't know if other banks had it, they probably do. Just hold that money in there until you know what to do with that money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're getting the money, just put it away until you know what to do with that money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I learned the hard way. I had to squander it first, you know? And then when there was nothing, and I was like, okay, the next gig I'm getting, I'm making sure I do 1, 2, 3, 4. If there's nothing that I'm doing, I'm saving that money, you know? One thing I always appreciate with my mom, she was thought there was like 4 of us, and we were able to survive on 3K, I think. She was getting 3K, 3.5 a day, but it was not 4,000. 3,000, 3.5, and we're able to survive on 3.5. Now it's like, yo, we get 100 rand, make sure we turn out 20 rand or 80 rand.
It's going there.
Yeah. And if you can't point it
on where it went,
you wasted it. If you can't point something, then you wasted money. You know what I mean? If I can't point that table upon money I put that table with my money, then I wasted that money.
Yeah,
boy. So Minewali taught me how to save. And again, if you don't know what to do with your money, put it away until you know what to do.
Oh man, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I think one thing that we should stop pushing as an agenda is living a lifestyle that you can't really live up to. Because I feel like it adds a lot of unnecessary pressure for a lot of artists out there.
It's your life. It's nobody else's life. It's your life. I mean, those decisions not based on what people think, what life you should be living. You know what I mean? Sure, you're comfortable with a Polo, drive your Polo. If you know what I mean? But if you're going to live for somebody else, then you're not going to be comfortable.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, my good sir, I think we're about to reach our final and end of the segment. I just wanted to just get into the creative mind of Senzo right there. So would you say you would be keen to create your own show, your own series, your own movie, or have your own production later on? Do you see yourself outside of an actor?
As an entrepreneur, dog, I meet a lot of people who are very talented. And I mean, I guess producing is the word, you know what I mean? I like to get the creatives in one space, you know, and of course make money out of it.
Yeah.
Definitely producing. I'm not going to be writing. I'm not going to be directing. I'm not going to be acting. I'm going to get the right people to do those jobs. You know what I mean? I'm going to get we have so many talented people who just needs a guidance, you know? So I want to use my experience to teach, to guide, and to help. Oh man, that's what I mean. We have so many writers. We have so many actors. We have so many directors. You know what I mean? And let's just get those people together and create something beautiful. Sometimes you only have
to own a production company. You don't have to be the director. Just find the right people, you know what I mean? And guide.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. I think you've touched a lot of souls right there with that one. Because now there's so many people who have pure talent, like you said, but they're just not seen because maybe they can't get to the audition or they can't do this or do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, my job is to find those people.
Oh, wow.
My job is going to be finding those people and then making sure that we do well. I mean, I had a crazy idea about 2 weeks ago. So we had these the extras on sets, right? And they were super confused, man. They were really confused. One extra was given lines. And I was like, what? We valued extras, right? And we had an agency that only trains extras. You know what I mean? Which when you do get an opportunity like that, you are ready. So how do you handle yourself on set? You know what I mean? How do you do this? How do you do that? And this is just for extras. You know what I mean? Yes, up the money. Lente at 250, 300 does not make sense if you're going to be there the whole day, right? Up the money, dog. 800 to 1,000. Let's start there. That's where the conversation needs to start. You know what I mean? Because what I do when I'm not on set, I'm training. When the time comes, you're ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are ready. I think that's what Americans are doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Denzel Washington is one of the peaks. Yeah. Yeah.
So why can't we do that here? You know? And I was like, if I had the time, I think I would start an agency for extras. Maybe we just train them and make sure they're ready. You know, if you get an opportunity on set,
yeah,
you got it.
Then boom.
You got it. I think it training. So yeah.
My beautiful peeps, please watch out. You're gonna catch Senzo 𝐒𝐿𝐻's extra agency coming out soon. Just watch out for that one. Soon. He's gonna be training you guys for the opportunity that's gonna be handed to you. Okay, you just have to be ready to catch it. Mr. Senzo 𝐒𝐿𝐻, thank you so much for coming through and being with us here. I just wanted you to ask you to please just give the youth out there, some kid who's in Alex right now or who's anywhere in the world, right, who's willing to kind of take that dream, but they're just too scared to fulfill it. It just feels so far away and they just need that extra motivation. Yeah. Could you please give them a few words just to tell them that, hey man, it's possible. It's really
so mina as growing up at Alex hostel, one, we go to iskolo sase Alex. You know, you're not exposed to is it that we're exposed to today. Bemas with is possible. All I had to do is to believe in myself and say I can actually do this. That's where it starts. Know why you want to do it. I think your reason to get into the industry, that's gonna push you to whatever heights. Your reason, not your background, not your environment, not the schools that you went to, where I'm from.
Yeah. Oh man, that's so beautiful. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the After School podcast. Thank you so much, Mr. 𝐒𝐿𝐻, for giving us your time and your effort. Your wise words have touched so many people, and we'll be sure to just celebrate you for your wonderful works. God bless you in your journey with much more works, because we love seeing you on our screens, man. You've touched me, and I'm sure thousands more out there. We just hope to see you on so many more TV shows. Sometimes in America, you have to do it international. International. You know what it is, everybody. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment who would you like to see next on the After School podcast, where we'll be talking to you. Yes, you superstar on the next After School podcast episode. You know what we're doing? We're building dreams, one episode at a time, day by day. Thank you so much. Shout outs.